Well, hello there, guys. Today we'll be buying our very first lesson horse. We are looking for a beginner's horse, and someone actually contacted me. His name is Sky, and he's a beginner horse, and he's very relaxed and easygoing. He's being sold in New Hillcrest Stables, so let's take a look there and see what Sky is like. The owner let me take a test ride. So here we are discussing how Sky is, how tall he is, what you need to look out for, what his best parts are. So the owner told me that Sky isn't really a jumping horse, but he's very relaxed and calm. He's not too flexible, but that shouldn't be a problem. And he's the perfect lesson horse for beginners. So it sounds like it's the horse we're looking for, but we obviously need to try first. So yeah, let's saddle or tack up Sky. So I walked to the pasture to Sky, and Sky didn't run away, so that was a great point. Sky looked indeed pretty relaxed, and it was such a pretty pony. It was a white one, and it wasn't too tall for beginners, so that was also a plus point. And Sky was really white for a pony in a pasture. That's what I had to say. So I got to tack up Sky myself, and his ground manners were amazing. He followed me like I told him to, and he stood still when I told him to. He didn't seem to mind the saddle at all when I tacked him up. And we got our own tack with us from the horse riding school, because yeah, why not? And he didn't seem to mind the saddle, as I already said before, and his ground manners were just amazing. So I don't think we would have problem riding Sky, but we have to see it for ourselves. So we walked back into the pasture after I tacked up Sky, and I walked into the middle to get on Sky, and Sky was still pretty relaxed, and I didn't feel like he had some tension or was nervous. So I got onto Sky. Sky looked a bit surprised when I got onto him, like he wasn't ridden too much by his owner, but that also shouldn't be a problem. His Sky is just relaxed, calm, easygoing, and just what I'm searching for. So we got walking and warming up, and as the owner already said, Sky wasn't too flexible, but also not too stiff, so we could work on that. And Sky was pretty forward for such a pony. He wasn't lazy at all or slow, so that was something I really liked. And here you can see it's not too stiff, it's not too flexible, and he's pretty forward. As you can see, I'm a bit tall for Sky, but it was still able to ride Sky, of course. And after warming up, we got into the trot, obviously, and the trot was a bit more stiff. It wasn't really flexible at all, and also not too forward, almost a bit lazy, but that shouldn't be a problem for a beginner's horse, but that's something we should work on. That Sky would be a bit more forward in the trot, but luckily that's not a point to think too much about. As you can see, the trot is a bit stiff in the back and in the shoulder, the backhand, just everywhere, even the neck and the head, but it was really collected, so that's something I really liked. And after trotting, we got into canter. In canter, Sky was a lot more flexible than I thought he would be. After seeing his trot and feeling his trot, I wasn't expecting this. But surprises are sometimes great, and this is one of them. Sky was pretty forward in the canter, which I didn't mind, but beginners might do. So we'll see how that goes if we buy Sky. But Sky wasn't doing anything weird, he wasn't bolting, he wasn't bucking, he didn't stop when I didn't ask him. And as you can see, his canter was also quite collected. It was such a nice canter. You just stayed put into the saddle. Like, it didn't bounce much. It was just really, really nice and flexible, not stiff at all. So after cooling Sky off and walking him around a bit, I got to talk with the owner again, and I told her what I saw and what I felt, what I thought about Sky. So we had obviously some points to work on, but that should be fine. So at the end, I decided to buy Sky and just see how it goes. So we obviously loaded him into the trailer to take him home to the Golden Valley. The owner waved a final goodbye to Sky and we got riding. So when we arrived at home, I immediately took him to the stables, not to the pasture first, because after such a long day, the first thing you want to do is just rest. At least that's something I would want. So we got him to the stables, we walked him there just to let him cool him off a bit more. I didn't bring a blanket with me, unfortunately, so Sky must have been a bit cold afterwards, but yeah, the stables are warm, so that should be fine. So after we got to the stables, I groomed Sky and I washed him off and got him ready to go into the stable. So here we're walking to his stable, and he actually got a pretty nice stable. I got everything ready, a hay thing and a water bucket filled with water already, so that should be fine. Thank you for watching our episode 2 with buying Sky, and Sky would like to say goodbye too, but he's just resting. He's a little sleepy. Bye!